Have you ever heard your name being whispered when you were all alone? Did you turn around to see who it was, only to find no one there? Hearing your name when nobody's around can be unsettling, but it might have a deeper meaning. Some believe that hearing your name whispered when alone is a sign of a spiritual presence, while others attribute it to psychological factors. In this video, we'll delve into various theories and beliefs surrounding this phenomenon and share some tips on what to do if you experience it. Before we begin, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Let's dive right in. Hearing your name whispered when alone is an experience that has been documented throughout history and across cultures. In many cultures, it is believed that when you hear your name spoken aloud, when you are by yourself, it is a sign that someone is trying to communicate with you from the other side. This could be a loved one who has passed away, or a spirit that is trying to get your attention. There are a few different ways that spirits can try to contact us from beyond the grave. One way is through dreams. If you have a loved one who has passed away and you often dream of them, it is possible that they are trying to communicate with you through their dreams. Another way that spirits can contact us is through visions or premonitions. If you have a sudden vision or premonition of something happening to you or someone else, it is possible that this is a warning from a spirit trying to help you avoid danger. Perhaps the most common way that spirits try to contact us is through whispers. If you hear your name being whispered when you are alone, it is possible that this is a sign that someone is trying to communicate with you from beyond the grave. It is important to note that not everyone believes that hearing your name whispered when alone is a sign of a spiritual presence. Some people believe that there is a more logical explanation for this phenomenon. For example, some people believe that hearing your name whispered when alone is simply a result of the brain processing background noise. The brain is constantly processing background noise. Sometimes it can create the illusion that you are hearing something when you are not. Other times, it could be a trick of your memory. Your memory is not always accurate, and sometimes you may remember hearing your name when you actually did not. Additionally, some people believe that hearing your name whispered when alone is a sign of stress or anxiety. Stress and anxiety can cause all sorts of strange things to happen, including making you feel like you are hearing things that are not really there. So what should you do if you hear your name being whispered when you are alone? There is no one answer to this question, as the best course of action will vary depending on the individual and the situation. However, here are a few general tips that may be helpful. First, try to remain calm. It can be easy to become frightened if you hear your name being whispered when you are alone, but it is important to try to stay calm. Take a deep breath and try to focus on the present moment. Next, try to identify the source of the whisper. Is it possible that you are hearing a loved one who has passed away, or a spirit that is trying to get your attention? Or is there a more logical explanation for what you are hearing? If you are unable to identify the source of the whisper, it may be helpful to consult with a mental health professional. Finally, trust your gut. If you have a bad feeling about something, then it is probably best to err on the side of caution and take steps to protect yourself. Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore some additional interesting theories and beliefs surrounding the phenomenon of hearing your name being whispered when you are alone. One theory suggests that when you hear your name being whispered when you are alone, it is a sign that you are being watched. This could be by a spirit or by another person. If you feel like you are being watched, it is important to trust your intuition and take steps to ensure your safety. Some people believe that hearing your name being whispered when you are alone is a sign that you are on the verge of experiencing a significant change in your life. This could be a positive or negative change, so it is important to pay attention to the tone of the whisper. If the whisper sounds negative or threatening, it may be a sign that you need to be prepared for a difficult time ahead. However, if the whisper sounds positive or encouraging, it may be a sign that good things are on the horizon. Another interesting belief is that hearing your name being whispered when you are alone is a sign that you have a psychic ability. Some people believe that when you hear your name being whispered when you are alone, it is a sign that you have a psychic ability that is dormant. This ability can be awakened through meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual practices. If you believe that you have a psychic ability, it is important to use it responsibly and ethically. Finally, some people believe that hearing your name being whispered when you are alone is simply a coincidence. There is no meaning behind it, and it is simply the result of random chance. This may be true in some cases, but there may be other instances where there is a deeper meaning behind the whisper. Ultimately, whether or not you believe that hearing your name being whispered when you are alone has a deeper meaning is up to you. There is no right or wrong answer, and each person must decide for themselves what they believe. Hearing your name being whispered when you are alone can be a strange and unsettling experience, but it may also be a sign of something special. Whether it is a sign of a spiritual presence or a coincidence, it is important to pay attention to this experience and trust your intuition. If you feel like you are being watched or that something is trying to communicate with you, then it is important to take steps to protect yourself or seek guidance. If you believe that you have a psychic ability, then it is important to use it responsibly and ethically. We would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Have you ever experienced hearing your name being whispered when you were alone? If so, what did you do? What do you think it meant? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. We value your input and look forward to reading your stories. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We would also like to take a moment to thank our supporters for their generosity and support. Your contributions help us create more videos like this, and we truly appreciate your kindness. Now before you go, we have a special treat for you. Click on one of these videos on the screen now for some additional insights. We'll see you next time.